Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a very proud emperor. He loved dressing up and showing off his fancy clothes to everyone. One day, two swindlers arrived in town, claiming to be the best weavers in the world. They boasted about making clothes that were so special. Only the wisest and most intelligent people could see them. Word of the weavers' extraordinary talents reached the emperor, who was immediately intrigued. He invited the weavers to his palace, eager to see their remarkable creations. The swindlers, however, were no ordinary weavers. They were clever tricksters with a mischievous plan. When the weavers arrived at the palace, they pretended to work day and night. But in reality, they didn't weave anything at all. They only pretended to work on imaginary looms, making everyone believe that the clothes were being made. Curiosity filled the kingdom. People couldn't wait to see the emperor's new clothes. Even though secretly, they all wondered if they were truly wise enough to see the clothes. But nobody wanted to admit it, especially not to the proud emperor. Finally, the day came when the weavers announced that the clothes were ready. The emperor, filled with excitement, eagerly went to see them. But when he looked at the empty loom, he couldn't see anything. Still, he didn't want anyone to think he was foolish. So he pretended to see the magnificent clothes and praised their incredible beauty. The weavers, pleased with themselves, asked the emperor to try on the new clothes. They helped the emperor put on his imaginary clothes, all the while praising his elegance and grace, even though he was wearing nothing at all. Now, the emperor, believing he was wearing the most extraordinary clothes, decided to show them off to his people. Crowds gathered along the streets, waiting to catch a glimpse of the emperor's new outfit. As the emperor walked, everyone stared, but no one saw any clothes. Children, however, are simpler and more honest. A little boy, looking at the emperor, exclaimed, "But the emperor is wearing nothing." At that moment, the truth spread through the crowd, and people couldn't help but laugh at the emperor's foolishness. The emperor was embarrassed, but he quickly realized that the little boy was right. He had been tricked by the swindlers, and his pride had made him blind to the truth. The emperor learned a valuable lesson about humility and the importance of being truthful. From that day forward, the emperor vowed to be a more honest and humble ruler. He stopped caring about outward appearances and focused on being a fair and just leader instead. As for the swindlers, they were never seen again, for they knew their deceit wouldn't work twice. The kingdom rejoiced, grateful that their emperor had learned such an important lesson. And so, children, we learn that true beauty comes from within. It doesn't matter what clothes we wear or how fancy they may be. What matters is being honest, kind, and humble, just like the wise emperor became.